What's up, people? There's so much I want to talk about right now. I want to talk about Skinny Boo. I want to talk about Universe 11. I want to talk about how strong Android 17 is. But how can I talk about any of that stuff when we just heard that Oob is coming to the show?
One thing I say and always keep.
Alright, so first things first, yes, I am back in my normal set. I am back from Japan. It was an awesome trip. I've still got a couple vlogs left. One was posted yesterday, actually, so if you haven't seen it already, go check it out. Be sure not to miss the last couple vlogs of our trip to Japan. Easiest way to do that is head over to my channel and click the little bell that is next to the subscription button. But without further ado, let's talk about Dragon Ball Super. Alright, so my thoughts on last week's episode, let's talk about Skinny Boo. Skinny Boo, I like. I think he's cool. He looks a lot stronger, a lot faster. His attitude's different, and you can see when Hercule's telling him you're not allowed to kill anyone, you're not going to win the tournament that way, try and knock him out. Boo actually strategizes. He changes it up. He decides that he'll use Ki Blast on Goku. While Goku's distracted, he comes up in his blind spot. Boo hitting him with a barrage of punches before knocking him out of bounds, which in the Tournament of Power is how you're going to win, so it doesn't really matter. There wasn't time for Goku to react. Boo just jumped on him, pushed him back, and now he is out. It really shows that Boo's not just a strong idiot, he's actually smart and he can figure out a strategy to win. So my thoughts on Skinny Boo, I like him, I want him to stay this way for the tournament. Maybe after the tournament he can get back on that dirty bulk. But when he does go away, Hercule tells him that he needs some rest and needs to go to sleep, which means he probably will eat as well. I hope we don't just see him bulk back up to being fat again. But hey, Boo being interested in fighting without needing an incentive to fight, happy with it. Then we had the Supreme Kai from Universe 11, Kai. He called all the other Supreme Kais from all the other universes into a secret meeting, excluding our Supreme Kai Shin, of course. Reason being, it's our universe's fault, so Kai thinks that Shin shouldn't be allowed in this meeting. I'm really not sure on Kai. He seems to have good intentions calling all the other Supreme Kais and trying to get them to save their universes. Obviously it didn't work out. They thought that it was a stupid idea and they all kind of just left. Then he was kind of like, oh well, I wanted something to work out, but my universe has the strongest fighters anyway, so we're gonna win this tournament no matter what. I do think there's something up with him. He did seem weird, but in saying that, maybe that's how gods are just supposed to act. Our universe being the second to lowest out of the 12 does suggest that maybe our gods aren't doing a good job. Lord Beerus sleeps for decades. Supreme Kai, he doesn't do a lot either. Just for anyone that thinks, oh well, we don't know that Supreme Kai doesn't do anything. When Frieza was around and he was pirating planets and killing civilizations, he did nothing. Lord Beerus probably should have killed Frieza, but instead he knew about Frieza and just let him be while he slept. So maybe our gods aren't the best and maybe this is how gods are supposed to act. Obviously it looks like Universe 11 will be our hardest challenge as a universe, so I don't know, maybe we'll get to find out more about Kai. Maybe there is something sinister about him, or maybe he is just acting as a god should. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. That's really all I have for last week's episode, and I really want to talk about Oob, but let's talk about 17 first. Obviously, there wasn't a lot of new information that we got. We already found out all this information previous, but Android 17, he is alive. He seems to be something like a park ranger. He stays on this huge island by himself and looks after animals, wildlife, some of them rare. His main job is to guard the animals from the poachers. He has 3 kids, 2 adopted, married with a wife. Goku and Android 17 start fighting, and Android 17 is a monster. Android 17 is strong enough that he's able to fight Goku at Super Saiyan Blue. Now how much Goku put into this, I don't know, and I really don't think he put a lot of effort into it, although in saying that, it didn't look like 17 put in a lot of effort either. Don't get me wrong though, the fight was wicked, and I cannot wait to see the rest of the fights that are going on for the Tournament of Power, because man, in the last 3 weeks we've got some awesome fights, some good fight choreography. I really have enjoyed it. The animation has been awesome. Getting back to the main point, it seems like 17 is going to be one of the strongest fighters in this tournament. Android 17 does mention that he has been training, he hasn't just been sitting around doing nothing, so obviously he is a martial artist like the rest of them. I really can't wait to see how strong 17 and 18 are together. Because they're twins, I want to see how they fight together. But the fact that 17 is this strong and Goku can acknowledge that he is this strong is awesome. That means that we're going to have a lot of good fights in this tournament. Yes, 17, he said no, he doesn't want to be in the tournament, but I mean, as we all know, he's going to be in the tournament. Next episode, we see Goku fighting with him to stop space poachers. Very convenient that that happened, but it's happening. I guess from the episode, 17's gonna realize that Goku's a good person and he'd like to fight alongside him, or that he has something worthwhile to protect and he doesn't want it gone. Now, with all that other good stuff out of the way, let's talk about Oob. I was so hype about this, and I'm sure a lot of other fans were, and I'm sure a lot of other fans could tell as soon as he said there is a young kid in a village who is really, really strong. He's really good at martial arts and he doesn't even know how strong he is. Obviously Oob, right? Then Dende outright says he is the reincarnation of Boo, and then they go back to a flashback where Goku is about to destroy Boo, and he says, I hope you can come back as another person, someone good, and we can fight someday. For anyone unaware, in the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, Goku says that there is a strong fighter. He's a little kid. His name is Oob. He is the reincarnation of Boo. He fights him and tells him, you're really strong, but you don't know how to do martial arts. I'll teach you. Oob jumps on his back, and they fly away. First of all, I'm just happy that they've mentioned him. I mean, it's getting pretty close to that point. I know that Trunks is still a kid and Goten's still a kid, but I mean, we're almost 100 episodes in and we don't know what's going to happen past this arc. To me, what I really want from the series and what I've wanted from the series from the start was to introduce Oob and to go on past that storyline. Now, whether it be years past like GT tried to explore, or if it's just that time period from when Goku starts teaching him all the way up until he's an adult, I want to see it go past that point. Currently in Dragon Ball Super, we are not past that point, not by a long shot. The biggest thing I want to take from this though is there's a lot of people on the internet saying that Dragon Ball Super is going to rewrite the ending of Z, that Oob will not be introduced into it, and it's going to just be null and void. No. No, for the basic fact that now they've set it up, now they've said that there is a kid who is really strong, and once he gets older, Goku, you need to teach him martial arts. And for people that now think, well, isn't Goku surpassed Kid Buu at this point? Isn't he now stronger than him? We don't actually know. Now remember, Goku Super Saiyan 3 could not stand a chance against Kid Buu. I mean, he held his own, but there was no way that he was going to win that fight, and he knew it. Vegeta also was no match for Kid Buu. It looked like the universe was doomed, everything was going to be destroyed, and then Goku used the Genki Dama, the Spirit Bomb, and he used that from everyone around the universe. He used the universe's powers, the planet, the stars, the people, everyone around to make this huge Spirit Bomb, launched it at Kid Buu, and that's what destroyed him. One, he was pure evil, and Genki Dama eliminates pure evil, and two, that is a mass amount of energy. Energy that Goku and Vegeta could not have put together themselves. Now, having only Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 3 Goku to compare how strong they were, Kid Buu was mopping the floor with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And as I said, it was the Spirit Bomb that sealed Buu's fate. That's how he died, that's how he was destroyed. Now, it was a known fact from the highest people of the universe. There were two people that you weren't supposed to mess with. Majin Buu and Lord Beerus. You would have to be insanely strong to be mentioned in a list like that with the likes of Lord Beerus. Now I put to you, the end fight of Dragon Ball Super will be between Goku and Oob. The last episode of Dragon Ball Z ends with Goku saying,
Hey, how about it?
Huh? What?
After your training's finished and you've become flawless, how about we fight again so we can test our powers on each other?
Yeah, sure.
It'll be awesome! To be honest, I can't wait for that day to come.
with Goku's eyes glistening in the wind, thinking that is going to be the greatest fight of all time. Because again, we do not know how strong Kid Buu really was. What if Kid Buu had been holding back that whole time fighting Goku? Goku was giving it his all and he was just mucking around because he was just better than him. Really, the downfall of Buu would have been just his brute force and no intelligence to him. It takes time to charge the Spirit Bomb. In fact, that time is its biggest weakness. The fact that Buu wasn't intelligent enough to recognize what was going on, before he had any time to stop the technique, it was too late. If Oob is truly the reincarnation of Buu, he will be just as strong as Kid Buu was, meaning the potential is limitless. Though to chuck a theory in there, as much as I love Oob, I'd like to see him go bad. Either the power takes control and he can't handle it, or Buu comes climbing from the depths of his subconscious and takes over, and it is now an all-out battle for the universe. Who knows if any of this will happen, but it is so cool to think about it. Honestly, I think this was the most exciting thing about this episode. Not only the possibilities of what Oob can bring, but knowing that Super is going to continue for quite a while. I mean, I think we all know by now that Super is going to go on for a while, but now we get to know definitely that it will go past the point of Oob. Something I really wanted explored in Super, so I cannot wait for it to happen. But anyway, that's all I have to say, guys. What did you think about anything I had to say? What did you think about today's episode, last week's episode? What's going to happen in the Tournament of Power? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you already haven't. My vlogs are out on the channel now, so make sure you check them out and watch out for the last ones that are about to drop. As always, people, thank you so much for watching. I'm the Saiyan Satsumi. Catch you guys next time.